That means more
Time
sick
for
melee.
some Fox versus Marth. Ooh.
Holy moly. We got Kurv versus Sicca. Definitely don't add him, you know? Don't go on Twitter right now and just be like,
Yep.
yo, hi.
Don't add him. Don't test him. Don't do things to characters with swords, you know?
Yeah, really just don't. It never goes well. Just run away.
Dang. True, actually. Good advice.
A little bit of lore about Kurv here. Marth, actually, one of the main reasons why he switched off of Luigi and over to Fox.
Yeah,
he
and now
absolutely hates this character.
one of his favorite matchups, and really enjoys playing it. He thinks that it's like very interactive and kind of cool. He really likes these combos. He just likes aesthetically how they look. So, yeah.
Everything you said was a lie. It's all a lie.
Yeah, and he especially likes it because he kind of feels like it's a good matchup for him. Like it's like not only fun, but he's good at it, you know?
Right. That part absolutely true. He definitely thinks it's just really good for Fox.
Right, yeah. And him just personality-wise, he just
him
meshes
as a
with
player,
the matchup. Yeah.
Good
times.
So memeing aside, Kurv has put in a ton of time into this matchup in particular and is very, very skilled at it. He really understands what Fox has and what works well against Marth. What doesn't work well against Marth is ever getting grabbed, ever. You just die. It's just a guarantee. You just have to live with it. Sad times, really.
Yeah, and while we're memeing about this, Kurv is looking real strong right now, kind of getting himself a pretty big lead. Sicca? I don't know. Looks like another one of these Canadian menaces that sneaks their way into these later parts of the brackets because they're just so strong, you know?
How many Canadians are there out there that are just ridiculous at the game?
Dude, I think there's like dozens of Canadians like in the country. Like
and
at least...
what's the percentage of them that are good at this game?
Dude, it's like a lot. If there's like 36 Canadians and like 10 of them are good at melee, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh
my!
Oh,
okay,
the double spot dodge. Oh man.
One of the places that Kurv has really worked on this matchup is in his flowchart edge guards. He's quite clean at making sure Marth's dead once he's under stage. So showing off that prowess there and making it look easy with the regular get up down smash.
Ooh, finds a ton of damage here off the up throw too. Already at this percent now where the combo game against Fox can be hard for Marth because of SDI off of up throw and stuff like that. Once you get to these percents where nair and back air start just being good moves again, it starts to be a little more manageable. So
yeah, and Sicca looking really strong off these up air combos, doing some like pretty tricky stuff to get rid of threats like the slide off DI on the side platform and stuff. So he definitely has his game plan figured out there.
Ooh. Kurv barely, I think he accidentally rolled there when trying to point his shield to get ready for a shield drop. Regardless though, we're in the basically last stock, last hit situation here for this Marth as he's trying to close out the second to last stock. Oh, the roll actually lasted long enough. Very good timing there from Kurv to close out game one.
Yeah, really well done by him. He really showed the edge guard game, I think, was especially on display there. Racked up damage really quickly as well. So good stuff to him to take game one. A pretty clean 2-stock. So we'll see what it looks like here on game two, presumably FD.
Yep. Worth noting too that the set before this was Sicca versus Casper, which went to game 5. And we talked before about how Casper was kind of on the rise at the same time in SoCal as Kurv. So part of me is like, oh, we don't get to see Casper versus Kurv, you know, because it's actually been years.
Yeah.
I guess a year and a bit, right? And it's like, that was a staple. That was like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday classic, right? And I feel like we're now at a point where like Kurv, I mean, he's probably surpassed Casper just in terms of like results recently. Casper hasn't entered much, right? But back then, Casper was just so good against Luigi that he would just kind of win on the nature of the matchup, even if Kurv would get ranked higher or something, right? So seeing like new and improved Kurv come in and be like, I'm outplacing you and defeating the guy who just beat you, you know?
Yeah. You know, we've talked a little bit about how Kurv is really focused on this matchup, and another of the places where he spent a lot of time. That's unfortunate. Another place where he spent a lot of time is on this stage in particular, and so he's really mapped out what combo game looks like on Fox's side to try to keep up with the chain grab from Marth.
Yep. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Oh, really good CC. That was like a max range down tilt. Fox's down tilt's a move that I think has exploded onto the scene in the last few years because it went from like never used to like used sometimes into, oh, it's actually just used all the time. Neutral, punish, it does everything, you know?
Yeah, and actually, when it was first coming out, one of the big reasons that it got popularized was in this matchup. The down
Yeah.
tilt from Fox technically outranges the down tilt from
Yeah.
Marth. It doesn't actually come up all that often because it's really hard to find that spacing.
Yeah.
But it is, the technically speaking, you compare the hitboxes, Fox's is long.
Yeah, his sword tail.
Good clean up there by Sicca to pick it up and get the dare to sort of close things out pretty quickly, keeping it relatively even. But look at this combo from Kurv.
Kurv like faked going for a hit and just turn around laser, landed, and then full hop back right again. So nice juggle, because I do think the juggling Marth is like one of the biggest things, and kind of faking that you're going to go for a hit and then going for the juggle seems like a really good way to do it.
Ooh, he gets the overshot dash attack, but Marth at slightly too high %, the up smash doesn't connect.
See if he can convert this. He kind of dropped the combo, but he's maintaining control, so if he can turn this without getting hit again, yep. Another forward air, and the pivot forward smash to close it out. Basically a 0 to death. Not a 0 to death, but a chain grab combo that basically went to a kill, even if he had to pick it back up.
Yeah, and Sicca's been finding these really nice F smashes on to close out stocks. You mentioned the pivot one there. It's the second or third one where you've seen him make that connection in a pretty tight position.
Oh, gets down to the off stage. He's back, racking just enough damage now. The chain grab becomes way easier at these higher percents. So even though this is like not a huge amount of damage, you got to be pretty satisfied as Marth, racking up that 30% before going into a last stock situation.
Yeah, and good read by Kurv there to catch the double jump with the up air to close out that last stock and give himself a chance here. Now with this combo, he's already brought it back past even, and he's at the % lead, just barely.
Oh, he gets so much damage here, and I think he caught Marth jump. Can't really capitalize. Good dash back from the Marth, but and I think he has no jump here. It's gonna be really hard to make it back. Kurv, misses the back air.
Okay,
doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, good cleanup there. That was almost a really big
Oh, what a actually got the edge cancel. That is so hard to do.
Yeah, that should have really been death. I think.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, Kurv just closed out the game right there.
Yeah. Instead, oh my god.
Oh, the nair doesn't connect, but he picks it right back up. Finds the F smash. Good DI by Kurv this time around, recognizing that that's coming, and then a great angle on that side B, or timing on that side B to target the top of his head.
Kurv going for the grab on the punish of the counter. He could have just up smashed, but kind of panicked. Finds a forward smash. Oh my god, what a tense last stock situation as the human beings come out and show us what true melee looks like. And Kurv clutches it out.
Kurv wasn't nervous at all. Totally, perfectly fine. Everything went exactly according to plan.
That forward throw? That's just flow chart edge guarding there, you
know? Yeah, exactly. All right, so Kurv putting a little bit of an exclamation mark there on that last one with the F smash. He does go up 2-0. I imagine we're going right back to FD. We are. Let's see how Sicca can change things around for game 3.
As we don't have Aiden's modified stage set ruling, which would prevent this.
Didn't they find a really great acronym for it? I think they found something. That was
I think Slime posted it.
It was Aiden's stupid.
Oh, it's ASMR.
Yeah, it's ASMR,
Aiden's
but I don't
stupid
remember.
melee rule. Yeah.
Is that what it was? Melee? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's so funny. I think there's a tournament that's running that as a side event somewhere.
Yeah, to try it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Aiden knows a thing or two about making melee tournaments work, so.
True.
You know, I don't know.
I mean, who are we to say that Marth shouldn't be allowed to go to FD twice, you know? I mean, if he's going to suggest it, I'm not going to say no, you know?
I mean, I'd try it.
Like, nah, I don't have any eggs in this basket. I'm just saying we should trust Aiden, you know?
The one thing I will say, though, is I don't think it needs to be applied to the Sheik Falco matchup. That's
do we even have... Oh, I guess Yoshi's is what you're afraid of here? Or FD. No, I guess it's FD. Okay.
Just I get to go to FD twice. Yeah. Alright, so 3 stocks piece here. Oh, that uppy actually clips. Sicca thought he had the spacing there to get that smash for free, but he picks it right back up. He has a little bit of an advantage here, already at 70%, so it's a little bit tricky, but let's see if he can maintain a lead, get some extra credit.
Wow, still finding the CC down tilt, even when he's at... Oh, I guess he was at low percent. Never mind, I had the percent reversed in my head, so cashing in on those low percents. Oh,
that crouch into jab, and there was a bit of a delay there, right? That it looked almost like a fighting game stagger, where like he's going for the jab right away, and then he just like waits and does nothing for half a second.
Yeah.
You don't see that all that often in melee, so really cool to see that close out.
Yeah, like frame trap setups or something in fighting games where they like wait just long enough for you to act and then they hit you. The counter from the ledge, kind of he's been using that pretty regularly, and Kurv's called it out a few times. That's the first time I think he got hit. So.
Okay. Kurv tried to go for that punish once again. He is kind of choking on that a little bit, where he's getting Sicca to recover on stage and then not finding the punish when he does have the setup for it. He's able to close it out with the up smash or with the up air anyway, so not too much damage done there, but he's gonna need that here in this last stock, I think.
Yep, he is a lower percent than he was going into last stock in the last game, so already in a better spot, and he won that game. So clutch master, guaranteed to win here.
I like it. Oh, and there's that down tilt. We talked about how good it is for Fox, and here he catches the dash dance from Marth, just covering so much space with the dash up down tilt.
Oh. See if he can kind of penetrate this wall of down tilts and dash dancing. Marth finds the grab, picks it back up off the tech chase.
I think he missed a dash back there. Sicca had been really good at picking the combo back up once he dropped it. This time he doesn't find it, but he does find the closeout with the up tilt catching into the dare.
Yep, pretty sure Kurv was full hopping there, trying to bait out a counter. He was like, "You've been countering way too much," and then he's like, "Nope, up tilt down air." Just closes out the game immediately. Good awareness from Sicca there, and putting himself on the board and keeping himself alive in the tournament.
Yeah. Now the big question is, when we jump to Dreamland or another stage that's a little bit more even here, can Sicca take that momentum and make it matter on a different stage with the tri-platform?
True. So Dreamland's going to be a stage where the up throw feels harder to follow up most of the time. The platform tech chasing can get pretty complicated. But his center stage game right now feels really good. Just whenever he's walling out with these forward airs and dashbacks, it feels like he's getting a lot out of it.
Ooh, really good closeout there. I was about to mention that Kurv's been doing a great job of catching when Sicca's going to close out with an F smash and getting really good DI on it. But then Sicca's answering back by having great edge guards off that situation. And here again, we see him close out the stock with an edge guard and make the good DI on the F smash not even really matter.
Oh, that's the situation you kind of mentioned before, kind of forcing Marth to recover on stage and kind of messing up the punish there. And then another counter from the ledge, but Kurv is able to find his hit, convert it all the way to a kill with an up air off the top.
Yeah, and on Dreamland, that up air off the top can be a little bit harder to find, but he already had Sicca at really high percent and got him really high up before he hits the up airs, so no problem, that's going to kill every time.
Ooh, the nair. Oh, the crouch. It always looks funny to me when people crouch cancel Fox's side B, because you can't crouch cancel Falco's side B. So whenever I see him, I'm like, wait, that's not supposed to. Oh, yeah, my character's better.
Falco privilege. This is the one we get. This is the only one.
Falco
that fair actually catching the nair from Fox. That looked like a really good approach from Kurv, and then it looked even better when Marth went to the air, because now he can't crouch cancel it. But then the fair just actually beats it out. Smart get up attack there. Great angle from Kurv to avoid the down tilt, but he gets caught by the up air and he's down once again.
Yep. So Kurv definitely showed a lot of like explosiveness at the start of this set, almost closed it out last game, and now he's starting to think, uh-oh, I'm at a deficit in this game, and it's my counter pick. Got to keep your head in the game here. This is a pretty good stage, but right now, the big thing I'm feeling is Sicca's center stage control is just really strong.
Yeah, and Sicca, he has that push and pull really cleanly, right? He'll give up space and threaten with the dash dance, and then he'll challenge space with like a short hop fair or something, or that approaching nair, just at the right times, and he just keeps catching Kurv with that hot and cold mix-up right now. Ooh, clean up air by Kurv, but not enough. Big stage.
Ooh, man, his juggling is so good. Definitely rehearsed. You can tell that like he's thought a lot about how to hit Marth on the way down and to bait the counter, bait the side Bs and jumps and stuff, because he's timing his back airs really well. But Sicca comes back and answers with a really big combo. Let's see if he can convert this. Finds the shield at the last second. Down smash kills. Oh my god.
Yeah, and once again, we're just seeing great edge guards from Sicca. He gets that early F smash. Kurv actually DIs it very well, so he has a chance to recover pretty effectively with a lot of mix-ups. But Sicca catches the early side B to cancel on the side platform with a fair, and then he just takes it all the way to a kill off the top. Really, really clean.
Oh, this edge guard situation, Kurv's ready this time. Baits the early up B and actually just kills him for it pretty early on, too. That was one of the earlier edge guards he closed out. Back into a last stock situation.
Yeah, and I really like seeing that from Kurv, because often he, like you talked about, he likes to brute force the optimal solution. Here you see him giving up a little bit on the optimality in order to beat exactly what he knows his opponent's going to go for. So really like to see that out of Kurv, making the adjustments as necessary in game.
Going for the run up down tilt, barely misses the grab here, but his center stage fares, man, they haven't gone really punished, and he's getting so much mileage off the follow-ups too. Oh, Kurv recognizing he can't crouch cancel it. Side B's back to center stage. I wonder if that was supposed to be a shine. This could be it here. Really hard to cover. Oh, and he gets back to the side platform. There's the counter pick coming into fruition, I guess. That's like what you want it to make the follow-up harder for Marth. This could be it here. Oh, gets clipped.
Oh, he's just a little too slow. I think if he gets the short hop that he might have been looking for, he actually gets to ledge first. Instead, we're just playing this out again. Marth quickly getting Fox out of the Marthritis percents and into the point where just a random hit's going to kill. And yes,
and
he's able to get him under stage, gets the down tilt on the side B, and all of a sudden we're in a game 5. Kurv looked so strong. What happened?
Yeah, that was crazy. Sicca just finding the hit he needed to close it out, right? Sometimes it just comes down to hitting your opponent with the right moves. And I think right now, this forward air and center stage that he's doing is giving him so much control that he's like, this is my space, and then he's safe afterwards as well, right? So Kurv's going right back saying, no, I can contest this, and let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple things to note here. Sicca is doing a great job of mixing up his aerials when he's covering or when he's trying to protect his own space. Sometimes he's approaching with like the nair, and other times he's retreating with the fair. So it's not like Kurv can like come up and get like the CC or the shield punish.
Right.
So that's like a big mix-up. But as I was saying, that Kurv with a great early combo to take a lead early in this game 5.
Yep. Oh man, but Sicca's right back to doing his thing, patrolling center stage, but Kurv finds his way in, and every time he's found his way in on this game, it's been a really big deal. And if he can close out this edge guard, not quite, and the counter from the ledge still getting paid off.
Yeah, I think Kurv actually read that one, and he set himself up to punish, but the shine came out just a frame or two early. Oh, and again, the edge guard not coming through. Kurv's got to close these out, otherwise he's just giving Sicca too many opportunities.
Yep, and he finds a wave shine up smash. That is not super trivial to hit versus Marth, but he gets those. And just like that, he has a big lead, and now it's on to Sicca. Sicca's got to find the answer back now, and his center stage still feels like he's in control, but he needs to hit just as hard as Kurv is, and needs to not let him squeeze his way in quite as often.
Yeah, and I think the big adaptation I'm seeing out of Kurv is he's recognizing when Sicca wants to go for the haymaker. We've seen 2 F smashes from Sicca that were meant to be reads on Kurv movement out of a combo situation, and both of them Kurv avoided. Oh, and there's a third one. Kurv just catching these haymaker F smashes 4. He just won't let him hit him with the big stuff, and then gets big punishes for it.
Oh, forward throw, forward tilt this time. Always finding creative follow-ups off of forward throw. He had down smash earlier. So Sicca keeping himself in the game, not letting the deficit grow to insurmountable levels, but you got to be careful because it's getting there.
I really questioned that jab out of Kurv there at such low percent. There's so many ways that Sicca beats it out. This time he goes for the shield grab and it works. So want to see Kurv looking for a little bit higher reward options at low percent.
Finds a forward smash. He doesn't get the tech, but luckily he traded, so he gets to survive one more chance. And Sicca is starting to crawl his way back in. I really like his sort of patience here. He's not getting too antsy just because he fell behind. You're not seeing him just start throwing out forward smashes in neutral, right? He's sticking to his game plan.
With that said, Kurv is maintaining a full stock lead here, trying to make it into a 2-stock lead if he can keep it up. Again, the edge guarding not quite working out, but Kurv playing a little bit more conservatively, coming off the edge, and he's able to reclaim control of the situation even though he didn't get the kill.
Yep, and now Marth is surviving on this stock off kind of borrowed time as he got the SDI off the up air. And that's one of those things where it's like you could have lost a stock. Let's see how much more you can get because of that. And it was not quite as much as he wanted. It would have been great for him if he could have turned that into taking the stock first. Kurv does turn it into a 2-stock lead now. It's looking tough.
Yeah, and once again, we see Kurv getting out of those situations. Earlier in the set, Sicca had been so good at picking up when he dropped a combo, and now Kurv's finding ways out.
Yeah, and the Marthritis percents now are fully in effect, and this time it's Sicca, the one who had a couple dropped edge guards, which are costing him a lot. And Kurv got 30% off that stock, which is probably more than he would have expected, being at over 150 already. And now he gets to play around with even more damage racking up here.
Yeah, and look at Kurv, the way he's playing this up 2 stocks to 1. He's playing a little bit more aggressive, willing to look for those trade hits especially. You're seeing a lot of back air where it's like, yeah, we might both hit each other here, but I want the percent, and I'm willing to make that trade. And the clean punish here on the edge guard. Really, really nice stuff from